Welcome to another episode of With a Straight Face. Sit back and relax as Silky exposes the scams of the Big Four. Big Energy, Big Corp, Big Pharma, and Big Food. Silky is known for his key knowledge of financial markets and how they operate, and possibly best known for his positive spin on the cesspool of the world.
He's mad humble, he's real, just a genuine person.
Tune in as we fall down the rabbit hole. This is With a Straight Face.
Okay. Oh, Kisler. Okay. 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 Think we're recording. I'm gonna put on little Burt's Bees. My lips are a little burned. You know, all the hard days of the course this week. You know, just, it can really mess up your lips in that dry air, you know. It's having so much fun. Oh, it's your boy. Hold on. Get on back here in my seat. Let me get on back in my seat. I'm getting relaxed for this one. Say no joke. Holla at ya, boy. What's good? Okay, yeah, I can see myself. That's about right. What's good, dude? Sorry if the light's a little dark. I got all these new LEDs. You can only see some of them, but I got like them all lined across the whole bottom floor of my house. I went and bought 4 of them. They were like $50 a bulb. My wife's like, "What are you doing? Don't buy these fucking things. They're the sickest things ever." They're called Philips Hue, and I put a couple of them in, and she's like, "Whoa, those are awesome." You control them from my phone. Hold on, let's see. Holla at your boy. So if you can see this, we'll let it focus. Probably can't, but it's like a color wheel. And I have all my lights on this color wheel, and I can change them to any color I desire. Any color I want. I can fucking have. The fuck is this? Don't fall off. Get my vape pen ready, get this shit ready, you know. But yo, so they've been so rad, these things, dude. Yeah. So yeah, kind of forget where I was going with that. Oh yeah, the light. It's a little dark because I don't want to turn on the other lights, you know, because then it takes away from the ambiance of how beautiful the lights really are. So shut the fuck up if you don't like it or if you think it's too dark. I'll be the light for you. Holla at your boy. Welcome. Welcome. What day is it? It's Sunday, June 21st. Welcome to another video cast episode of With a Straight Face. They do. This is my 4th video, I think. 4th video. I did a podcast called With a Straight Face. So if you are listening to this video for the first time and you want to listen to, I did 50 of them, or like 51 of them for a year before I just recently decided to start filming some stuff. I don't know why. My wife said I should. But, and then I can have guests. Oh yeah, that was the main reason. Then we can start talking to some cool people and you can see their face and I can embarrass them. So yeah. So either way, welcome. If you're new, welcome. I'm your humble host. Your humble host, Silky. Welcome to this is my living room, my home. I'm inviting you in for whatever time we spend listening to me go crazy about the world and how insane it is. No, I'm just kidding. I talk about how lovely it is and how not letting the insane asylum individuals, right, get to you. And do not let them convince you just how ugly of a world they want to so bad. It's such a racist, horrible, divisive world. No. Fuck that. I choose to see a beautiful. It's like, like when I give the examples of a guy that's like, humans are the worst thing that's ever happened. Disagree. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. You're the racist. You're the racist, not me. Either way. Welcome to another episode of With a Straight Face. If you're new, subscribe. I don't know where it is. I don't even know if there's a subscribe button. I probably got to put one of those on. So like I would be there. Or maybe there. But I don't probably have one. So me doing that just looks like an idiot. But I digress. like it, share it, leave a comment. I think that helps. I don't know anything about YouTube, so there's some people that are going to help me out, but it's okay. I don't really give a fuck. It doesn't matter. It was always about just helping one person, and yeah, it's safe to say we've done that a couple times over. My friends, so welcome. Happy Father's Day. Oh my gosh. Special day for me. Special day for your boy, because this is my first Father's Day. My daughter's going to be 1 year old next weekend. So we're having a big rager for her here. I can't wait. We're going to bring all our friends, all their kids over, but it just, how fast this year went is just absolutely insane. How fast it went, it's crazy. So just every cliche you hear from parents talking about, you know, hey Nick, just watch that, you know, don't let it go by fast. And I honestly think, let me make sure it's recording. We're recording? Holla at your bizzle, we're recording. One of the biggest cliches you hear when you're raising kids is, you know, it goes so fast, it does, you know, and I've been able to pay attention to it, and I think it's a lot because we waited. And I'm not saying if you had kids early, I'm not talking shit, okay? I always say that either if you're gonna have kids, either have them super early, so by the time you're like in your 40s, they're fucking done and out of your house, or wait so they don't ruin your fucking 20s, and you have a little bit of life, and then after you're more established also, you know, maybe then have kids. Not talking shit for anybody that did any different way. Life is life. God has a plan for everybody. Don't care. Not judging anybody. But for me personally, it was great because I feel like there are so many things I would have taken for granted as a father if I was 26 versus I just turned 37 last week. June 4th tizzle, flag dizzle, Donnie's birth dizzle, go Americazzle, fuck on izzle if you don't lizzle. But there's definitely things I would have done differently and been different towards my daughter if I was 26 versus 36 or 37, you know. And so that cliche, you know, about like pay attention, you know, I soak every minute, and thank God I'm in the financial situation where I can chill with her all the time if I want, like just because I know there's so many parents that, you know, wish they were being able to chill, wish they could put that kind of energy into their kid, but they just have to fucking work 12-hour days. God bless you. At least you're a legend and you're not fucking around, you know, which is perfect segue into my first topic. I don't even need to look at that phone because I've been going off about it. Before we even get into any political thing, anything, you know how I like to talk about, you know, how things boil down to certain, I'll do a little shimmy before my swing. Boils down to certain, I don't know, you could call it remainders, right? To use a mathematical term. And for example, you have two kinds of people in the world. People that come from fear and people that don't come from fear. People that think they know better for you and people that think they know best for them and their family, right? Well, I believe, and this is my opinion, I don't care what the fuck people think. You know, most of my listeners have an IQ over $130, so they probably agree with this. But if you have a problem with it, lick one. And I'll talk about some of the things I hear on Twitter. And I'm talking about most things we see youth doing or even adults doing. You know, nowadays you're like, oh, wonder what fucking jackass raised you, you know? And you always hear me now saying it's a parenting issue. I've now switched from it's an IQ issue to it's a parenting issue, right? Because before we get into some of the examples where I'd get my ass whooped beyond belief, spare me the gimps. These people on Twitter, dude, the 1 out of 10, the 1 out of 100 that'll come and go, you know, it's not always that, you know, there are diamonds in the roughs that make it with shit parents or parents that seemingly had everything. You would think they raised the kid good, but they obviously didn't, right? Turns into a fucking serial murder or whatever. That there are rare circumstances, dumbass, but you're missing the overall point, which is obviously good parenting will more than likely on a logarithmic scale lead to better kids, right? Now, every once in a while, do you have fucking legends that come from fucking shit situations where they were abused mentally and physically and still made it? Yeah, I'd argue that they were either just those fucking diamond souls, or somebody else or some part of the community helped them, right? Versus hurt them, which is what we see all too much with the community these days. There's rarely a community raising anybody positively anymore. But I know you know what I say when I say there's a parenting issue, right? I mean, come on. I mean, I'm not like I'm just saying, you know, like I watched that video. Before I go back to my seat, holla at your bizzle. I watched that video of that dude smack that chick in the face with his longboard. Like, don't fucking tell me for 1 second there's not a parenting issue, right? And then I'll get it even to the community issue of that, right? Like fucking, if I ever saw anybody I know, fuck my family, like, right, like my brother or somebody, or if it was me and my mom saw me doing that or something, like, if I ever saw anybody I know do that to a chick, they'd be a grease spot the next day. A fucking grease spot, okay? Let alone like if it was my mom saw me do that, or like my dad saw me do that, like, that's chill. Like, I'd be like, it's my kid, I'd be like, it's chill. Come home, it's all good, I'm not mad. Fucking sit there at my front door over there, fucking waiting, fucking, holla at your boy, come on in. Fucking wave to the neighbors, it's chill. Fucking, we're going on a vacation, see you in a little bit. Shut the door, wouldn't even tell my kid till it's fucking like midnight. Fucking wake up, duct tape to the bed. Is this you on camera? Did you do this? So you guys get the point I'm making, that like any fucking even like, what do you mean I fucking hit a chick with a skateboard? It's like a horror movie, bro. That's like even a fucking tenth of the disrespect you see for law enforcement, for our authority, for any elders that have made it longer than you. That's like a fucking IQ problem, and these kids, the millennials, don't even understand. It's just hard to make it in the world. So when you're fucking 70, you don't deserve to just get punched, regardless if you're black, white, doesn't matter, just cause, dumbass. It's just about being older. Respect your fucking elders. That's just one thing. But like I said, a tenth, right? A tenth. If I did a tenth of some of the disrespectful shit you see these kids doing today, oh boy, bro. Oh boy. Huh. I wouldn't want to come home, dude. Fuck that. Fuck that. Nah, hell nah. Fucking my mom, fucking my pops, my grandpa. The belt would come off the body. There isn't no drawer for a belt. It's whip it off and you're getting a couple. You might block it with your arm, right? Or you're fucking holla at your boy. Fucking might block it with your arm or your leg, you know? Like those stance socks, I just saw them in the fucking mirror. Holla at your boy, you know. Silky's, your boy Silky's a stance lover. I just ordered 3 more pairs before this shit, no joke. My wife looked at me before she went on a walk. She took little Nikki on a walk and was like, you're not buying another pair. I'm like, yeah, I am. Don't guilt me for it. Do not guilt me for my love of putting on a fresh pair of socks. It's the best, and I will continue doing it the rest of my life. Don't fuck with me. Maybe I said that to her. No, I didn't say that. I wanted to say that before I could say that. She goes, I'm not giving you shit, babe. I love that you love it. It's Father's Day. She's trying to be all chill. It's like, I don't mind if you wear a new pair every day. Fresh pair for a cuppy every day. Holla at your boy, I said. So, yeah, so either way. I mean, the parenting issue, we're still recording. We're still recording. Don't fox with me. So, you know, it's going to shut me off. There's going to be a pause here because I just talked too long with it. But yeah, so, parenting, dude. So, like, right? Like, so isn't it, it's just, it's frustrating and it breaks my heart, right? It's frustrating, breaks my heart. Breaks my heart to know that And I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm going to be a perfect parent. I'm not saying I was raised perfect. I'm just saying that, like, I was raised in a lot of ways to feel empathy and, like, respect and all these things that, like, horrify my heart watching, you know? Like, that they just simply aren't going to do it. And I'm going to stand up for the weak, right? I'm going to stand up for the people that can't fucking defend themselves from the monsters, you know? But, I mean, it breaks my heart because I know that, I mean, think about it. Like, don't you feel like that if every single child was, and I'm not saying coddled, I'm just saying taught respect, you know, like I said, a lot of what I think isn't, oh, come here, little angel baby. It's like, you fucking did it. You, what? You know, like, this world, when I'm going to impart on my children the most is the secret, as many of you guys know, how to maintain positivity in a world that tries to bathe you in liquid shit all day, right? That was my forte about teaching these kids how to not get sucked in by them before I can get to them, right? To teach them that they can have anything they want in the world. Do not ever let somebody fucking tell you they can't do it. You can't do it. It's because they can't do it. Like, just what the human spirit as a child needs. St. Nicholas, the protector of children, it's why I'm fucking here, right? And just like, it breaks my heart knowing that what could you do? I mean, what do you do? One, no one wants to have that conversation, right? Because then it's the parents' fault, right? Then there's no obfuscating of responsibility, right? It's on your shoulders, like, you can't control 9 of them, shouldn't have had 2 of them, right? Oops. But, you know, there's so many other things that come into play there with education and, you know, abuse of women in general anyway, you know, and just them, I don't know. It goes into so many offshoots of it, but the raw reality is, the sad reality is that if every child had a man and a woman that's respectful, that's keeping that fucking child in check, right? You wouldn't see anything. You would have the bad apples. You would have the rare gems. And those are the people that come on Twitter and shut the fuck up. It's just a point. It's a broad point. Do you not understand, dumb ass? So if you had everyone being raised like that, you know, you wouldn't have 600 people completely unsupervised that look like they're age 13 to 16 looting a Walgreens, right? Because they'd be like, yo, they grab my ear, you know, fucking walk in the house, like, right to the TV. Yo, is this you? Is that fucking you? I know that ain't your ass on TV right there running it. That's your bro. That's little Silky Jr. I know Silky Jr. when I see him. You're dead, right? You're dead. No, my kid don't do that. He wouldn't do that. That's the thing. Yosemite, respect, love, understanding, right? But yeah, things I'm going to teach my kids, that, you know, just the things I was taught like that. So, hold up a second. I need a sip of something. I haven't even taken a hit, skis, and I was looking around like, where's my Arnie or lemonade or something? Hold your ass up, and then we won't have to risk, you know, it stopping on your boy. Holla at ya. Un momento. Okay, crisis averted. I got my, right there. I got it. It's a pink Arnie. Pink. Pink for my daughter. Got a problem with pink? Hold up. Let me get back. Oh, I didn't even look at my notes. That's a bummer. I could have got more prepared, you know. I could have been more prepared. Now, and I didn't find them on my phone. Oh, fuck me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to take a hit. See while I look at, see what I wants to talk about. What does you want to talk about? Say, this is what happens during a live broadcast. This is no editing. There is no editing. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great. We could talk a little bit about that. So me and Jimmy Jude. Hey, Jimmy. How you doing, James? Jimmy? I call him Jimmy. Fucking my boy. If I can call you Jimmy, you're getting called Jimmy. And if I can add a Y to the end of anybody's name that I love, there is no not Y, right? Craigie, Frankie, Sonny. If you already got a Y, it's just right there. If I can't, there's usually a problem. But either way, I digress. Jimith and I have been talking about fucking a new show that we want to do. Because, you know, I've been bringing it back. You've heard me talk about it before. I want to bring back the show. Hold on. To Catch a Predator. Remember that show, Dateline NBC? Hold your ass. Oh, that's so fucked up, dude. That's so fucked up. That's just so fucked up on camera. It worked! It almost didn't work on camera, but it's so embarrassing. Peasant Seaton Smith, would you embarrass me in front of my friends and family across the world? How dare you? Yeah, I know. Trust me. I've been trying to tell you. Okay, yeah, To Catch a Predator. So for those that don't know about To Catch a Predator, what To Catch a Predator was, the best fucking show ever. I was talking about it again this morning on the way to get tea with my wifey. I was like, yeah, I look right at her and I go, and why don't you think that show has not on TV anymore, babe? Because they're all a part of it. It was the most popular show. Who doesn't want to watch To Catch a Predator? If you haven't seen that show, Google it. Unless Google and YouTube removed every clip of it. I gotta buy every season and just fucking start going through it so I can get my notes going on fucking how I'm gonna do it. I can't use their name. Tina says that I'll probably get copyright infringement, so I'm gonna call mine, which is more apropos, To Catch a Toucher. To Catch a Toucher, right? To Catch a Toucher by his toe. That's what's gonna be called. No, just To Catch a Toucher, right? To Catch a Toucher. To Catch a Toucher. Okay, so either way, the fucking Touchers, the fucking Predators, Dateline NBC, Chris Hansen, they had a room of feds, a room of fucking cops that would bait in chat rooms and on the dark web fucking these pedophiles into meeting with a 8 to 12-year-old for whatever, usually sex. I don't want to even fucking say it. It's so disgusting, right? And long story short, they'd build a case of communication with the perp and the child, which was a really FBI agent or law enforcement agent on the other side, or on the other end of the computer or phone, excuse me. And and so they would finally get the disgusting slime ball, usually a slob, which just made me just beyond sick to my stomach. Because for everyone that's recorded, what is 5,000 not busted? So fuck on off, right? So a slob would undoubtedly walk through the door, right? Like, hey! They'd always have the little girl or the boy at the top of the stairs, something like a 2-story home, or she'd be in the back and she'd reach out hey, be on a second, take a seat. And fucking Scott Hansen, Chris Hansen, Chris or Scott? No, Scott's fucking Red Zone. Sorry, Scott. I think Scott Hansen, Red Zone. You're my boy, dude. I hope I'm not mixing up. I think it was Chris Hansen, right? So Chris Hansen, Dateline, NBC. Yeah, why'd you pull it? That's right. Touch your protectors. And then so all of a sudden the girl or the little boy would be like, hey, I'll be out in a minute. And out behind, literally just like this, like a kitchen corner, would Chris Hansen, tall ass, gangly, really, really skinny dude, fucking 6'4", 6'3", would walk out, hey, and the perp is expecting just a child alone. That's the whole setup. I'm alone, my parents are gone, I'm left alone, come down here, and then the perp wants to bang a toddler or a fucking child, which I'll fucking kill his ass for, right? You know, like, yeah, like that's what he comes to do with a sixer. Usually brings like a fucking sixer and like a box of condies, and you're just like, oh my god, dude, just like, I would just fucking just moon stomp you so bad. Just fucking a sixer and a box of condies to like a fucking 10-year-old's place. For sure. So like, but it's must-see TV, right? Because for once, you know the good guys are there. What are you doing? And he always is like, have a seat. You know, have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. And he just sits across from me. They're like a bar or like a banquet like that, or like the bar up there. He sits across. He's like, "Are you Raven 626414 on AOL Messenger?" And you know they already know they are. They're like, "Yeah, like, are you soliciting sex or showing dick pics to a 11-year-old?" And you know they're half of them fucking backtrack, half of them like admit it or start crying right away. I shouldn't be doing this, you know, like. But the best part is like no matter what, they get up whenever he finally's done humiliating them beyond belief and almost, I'm sure, giving them a heart attack, and they deserve much worse, you know, just sitting there. They get up and walk out, and there's 8 sheriffs in Kevlar fucking that just moon stomp the guy to the ground and cuff his ass and take him away, and then it's another, and then it's just a house. It's just like to catch a predator house, right? So yeah, Jimmy and I are talking about this because Jimmy has some Kanakis. I don't want to tell him who, you know, but he has some sick Kanakis with a lot of the child trafficking stuff and other stuff. But either way, at work, at minimum, I'm gonna do a documentary on these touchers because I was telling my wife, bro, nobody fucking does this. I'm doing a I'm gonna get in with one of these units, these fucking a child trafficking unit or the feds or the cops. Either tell them, listen, bro, the show would be easy. All we have to do is get in. I have the money to just chow. So I just got to get in with the law enforcement agency. Yo, tell them what I want to do and expose these fucks. And I want to bring back that show. I mean, even if I couldn't pick up a network, have 4K cameras and fucking YouTube or whatever, I mean, they'd probably shut me down because they protect the touchers. You know they do. But yeah, you guys like that idea? That's such a good idea. Fucking toucher idea. Yo, my brother's coming in. Yes, this is a good week. We got a good week, fam. We got America's birthday coming up. Holla at ya, boy. I'm going to Jackson Hole. Can't wait for that. My buddy has a spot. His family has the sickest cribs in Jackson. He's been trying to get me to go for years on the 4th one. I'm a complete pyro. I will just, like the worst pyro you know. Like for fireworks, I'm like a fucking bee to honey. Can't hang. It's just like, so I get to launch a million of those off. Best fishing, best golfing, holla at your boy. But my brother's coming into town. My brother's coming in Monday. His birthday's Tuesday. Al Natra Al. And then my mom's coming in because my daughter's birthday's next week. We're having a big party. Everybody's coming in. And then we're bailing next week to go to Wyoming. So it's dope. So me and my brother are going to I'm going to tell him he's doing a podcast. So I'm going to sit his ass right here. I'm going to sit him right here on my lap. Come here, Al. You can sit on my lap. I'm just kidding. So we're going to put Al, my older brother, Al Natra Al, on the hot Sizzler. We'll think about something sick to Tesla, a Bezler. But, okay, let me see what else I got to talk about today, fam. Oh my God. I saw these governors. I just saw the first word. I don't even need to fucking know what it's about. Hold on, let me take a sip of my tasty beverage because there we go. Oh, my tooth. It's fucking cold as pies. It's as cold as ice. There's just no need to sacrifice. Cause yo, it's cold as ice. Okay. Speaking of cold as ice. Yeah. These fucking governors that shut everything down. So like, for in the finance community, like they had Powell on the hot seat a lot this week, who's the chairman of the Fed for the Gimps that don't know that. So Jay Powell, and I just wrote this note down because I was just like, the fucking audacity of these Gimps. All these governors and pundits that represent these cities and bullshit leaders, if you want to call them, of these municipalities and cities and states, that locked everyone down, knowing that, obviously, the poor minorities, the least affluent, were going to be the most effective. Why? Doesn't take rocket science. 60% of Americans don't have more than $500 in a savings account. So what are you going to do when you take away all their jobs? Dumbass. Who are you going to hurt? The people that have their houses paid off in full or could pay them off 10 times over? Or the person that has $500 in the bank? Dumbass. So obviously that was a complete blowout. And why, even though they're so desperate to, just extraordinarily desperate to lock it down again. I mean, bro, dude, if fucking every one of those if every Democrat governor, senator could go like this, click and lock down the country again and stop all commerce again and fucking ruin the 50% unemployment, oh boy, like this, click, like a rabbit, click. But everybody saw, thank God, how much of a scam and destructive it was. I mean, obviously, not before we had to make the central bankers a couple more $trillion, to put us in debt for nothing, for shutting down nothing, dumbass. So, either way. So, you got these fucking dumbass governors that shut everything down. Like, you simple-minded gimp, thinking that was a proper strategy for dealing with any said virus, let alone China, Wuhan, COVID-19 schizzle. And I ain't, whatever, right? I'm not going into the corona schizzle right now. I don't want to talk about it, but the shutdown, because of it, right, destroyed so many people's livelihoods and jobs. And then so they get up, my whole tangent is they get up and they're asking Powell on TV one after another, question after question, the exact same fucking question. All from the senators and governors, whatever, that states they were instrumental in and complicit in stealing their livelihoods, right? Grilling him every question. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Jay? And what are the other businesses going to do in the world, of the big corps in the world, to protect the guy, because so much of the press conference was about how it obviously affected low income the most. All these service jobs, retail jobs, hotel jobs, they're not even fucking coming back. A lot of these jobs are never coming back because all these gimp corporations got to see, oh my God, nobody would have ever blown up their entire business and done this. Everybody would have loved to see what it was like to make everyone work from home. And the problem is some got fucked, some didn't. But a lot of the businesses realized minimum 30% of the real estate. That's why I talk about the real estate explosion and commercial coming. And think about that. Like 30% of these big corporations are like, yo, dude, we don't need that office downtown. I mean, that's the expensive real estate. All these corporations are going to realize they just need Zoom and all these other places to not replace, but replace in a sense a lot of their infrastructure on how they get things done intraday, and so it's most likely going to fuck a lot of white collar up too. But either way, that commercial real estate slide is probably going to be coincide with another scam that they pull the plug on when and if they do, which they obviously will at some point. But I mean, they have a lot to lose in that, a lot of big money in that, but I don't know what you're going to do because technology in itself is showing us that we need less brick and mortar. Like instead of my wife opening up more and more multiple medical spas, she focuses more on telemedicine hubs. That'll be the future. Boom, boom, boom. So she can just have other PAs under her and have thousands of people being seen all by teleconferencing. Less brick and mortar. Only 1 or 2 satellite medical spa offices. You know. And either way, so not to get too far off the point, these governors are, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to help them? You fucking idiot! It was your fault! It's just like the audacity. I look at myself, I look at my wife and go, these people, it's them. They're the ones that did it. And then they bitch like, what are you gonna do to get their jobs back? Like, and Jay doesn't have an answer because a lot of them aren't gonna come back. He hopes the PP protection, the paycheck protection plan, and either way, the whole point of the matter is that they fucked up, right? Big time. We had an economy that was humming, and it's not like they didn't do it intentionally, right? A lot of their constituents are the ones that got womped on. And like I say, man, with everything from that to the riots, and I don't even know if I want to talk a lot about the riots today, maybe a little bit, but there's just, what do you want? What kind of country do you want, What kind of country do you want? Do you want a country where you rely on the government to provide for you? Like it's an IQ issue to think that they can provide a better life for you than you can for your family. Like, do you not understand that? Unless you're a worthless piece of shit and you don't want to do anything for you or your family, then their status quo of handing out beans to the peasants is a leg up from your nothingness of meaningless existence, turd. I'm fucking talking to you if that's you. I am. Because you are a part of the problem. We need to teach our kids self-reliance. The problem with everything out there is that people think you're just handed shit and shit comes easy. Where in the fucking world is life easy? Where in the manual, where an animal you see, or fucking other humans you see, or anything you see where you were born with these, you were given healthcare, given all this shit. Says the fuck who? Says what? Where are you born with this? For every action, there's another action. Like somebody had to do something for you to get something, right? Like if you look at life in the animal kingdom, it ain't just all roses and lollipops. And it's okay. That's life. No one ever said it's supposed to be easy. That problem of wanting it to be easy is what drives fucking people depressed, anxious, insane. Because they're chasing this thing that's easy. And it's not supposed to have roller coasters of feeling fucking pain and despair and deceit all the way up into fucking the love and joys of life and trying so bad to hang on to those moments and all you can to put your energy there and every second. But to tell kids, to show kids, to just have that vibe and mentality of like, you don't have to work hard for things. You are the same as everybody else. No, you're the fuck not. It's okay. It's okay. Like, I'm a fucking awesome athlete. I can't dunk a basketball. I got chicken legs. I wish I could dunk a basketball, but I'll dom you guys in 99% of sports. If I can't dunk, it's okay. I don't care. It's okay. I'm not going to cry myself to sleep because I can't dunk a basketball. Everyone's different. Embrace what God gave you. Help children to embrace what God gave them. Not to make them feel jealousy or animosity or envy or hatred towards another person for no reason when we're all just in this matrix. Just souls born in this matrix, no fucking clue. And I think a lot of evil people are born in this. I swear, you know how I think. There are good souls and bad souls. I don't think we're all the same too. That's okay too, right? I think there's the good fight and the bad fight, right? But all I know is, fuck, man. Just the battle for these kids and just, it's such an info wars and it's not even, it's like a vibe war, right? I will never let them steal my life. I don't care where I was. Fuck off, right? Just like I would teach any kid or my kids or try to open eyes for anybody, is that you are the powerful one. They want you to forget just how legendary you are by yourself, right? And they need to just keep you dumbed down, and fighting amongst each other, you know? I mean, think about it. They just want to keep us all fighting amongst each other so we forget how much they're stealing from us. That's it. It's just a money grab for these peasants. These disgraceful peasants that act like they're public servants, that have the audacity to say they work for the people. It's just a money grab. To think that they're going to change your life by the amount of tax money they do or don't steal from me and other people, right? Like that is going to change your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, to think that is insane. Like, that is the part of not having that self-reliance. Do you realize how depressing of a life it is to feel like fucking, can I have some more? Can I have some more, sir? Please, let me have some more. The fuck out there with that shit, dude. It's cool when you're young, man, for a little bit. And even when you're young, like for me, dude, as quick as I could. And it's maybe because I was fucking raised around a lot of people with loot. My dad did well, but did not, fucking the people we were raised around, fucking rich as piss. And like, I'd be lying if I said that I didn't always feel like I was less than a lot of them. And that's God's honest truth, and wanted to like achieve, but I didn't take it as a negative, and I didn't take it as something that, oh my God, fuck them, they were giving chances that I wasn't given. I saw just as well that no matter what fucking color my skin or anybody else's, the people around me had an opportunity to fucking make it or not. And I saw the people that were as white fail, it didn't fucking matter, right? And I told myself that that wasn't gonna be me. And if you don't have the why in your life, then you'll never get to the fulfillment that you desire, or I'd hope that you desire, right? Holla at your boy. My puppy just came in, and my daughter, and my wife. Let's show everybody a little angel. This is my, she's gonna get me a little treat, and we're gonna have fun. This is my little angel. She's the best. And this is why I love my little angel more than anything. What? Are you trying to get up? Okay. With mamas we go. What you... Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Alright. That's my little angel. I love her more than anything in the world. Being a dad, best thing in the world. So, quick one. They just came home. I gotta chill. Hi, baby. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Can you say... Oh, little angel. And so I gotta kick it with them, but I love you guys so much that I want to leave you on this Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all my best friends out there that have children. I love you guys so much. Colin, Drew, Grant, all of y'all, Ryan, love you guys so much. I know I'm leaving so many people out. Oh my God. But any father out there that's doing their best to take care of their kids, that's really putting their heart into it, you are changing the world. You are the one making the difference, okay? Not the fucking TV, not the schools, not the government, no institution, no Yale, no nothing. You. So God bless you. And I love you so much. And what are you doing? And have a great rest of your weekend with your family. If you're watching this on Father's Day, if this is watching during the week, hope you had a wonderful Father's Day. Make sure to find someone you love and tell them that you love them. You never know when it'll be the last time you do it. I swear to God, it will be one time. So find someone you love. Tell them that you love them. If you are by yourself and no one's right next to you, I want you to get up. I want you to go into the mirror. I want you to look in the mirror and say, I love you. You're doing so good in this matrix, whatever this fucking matrix is, and you're trying your best. And to remember, like I always say, that each and every person you meet and talk to and debate with online and get into it with, and anybody, even the fucking gimps, right? They're all dealing with a mental and physical battle you know nothing about, that makes them lash out, that makes them be weird. Maybe they haven't harnessed their energy like you have or whatever. Just be compassionate when you can. It's as tough, oh boy, in this world, you know, where a lot of people just want to be left the fuck alone. So the left the fuck aloners are just like, yo man, I'm trying, right? Try, just keep trying. Just keep trying to put out the good energy. Pray that the good will resonate with enough people to see, what are you doing, man? Smile, win the day. If you're not, you're blowing it. You're blowing it. You know this. And make sure you've been writing on the mirror if you haven't. Follow those goals. If you're not manifesting, if you don't believe it, it's just, oh boy, you're blowing it so bad. You don't have much time left on this earth, so you might as well get to doing it now. Dream big, overcome, and never give up, my loves. And with that, I think that's it. I will see you soon. Hopefully do it with my brother here in a couple days, so won't be long till you get another. But I love you guys dearly. Have an amazing week, amazing Father's Day. I love you. That's all I can say. Until we meet again in this life or another. Bye-bye.